Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to talk about pharmacy wait times. So this first slide is a picture of when a prescription enters the pharmacy. This is a good depiction of the process of filling a prescription. It also includes what goes right and then what happens if something goes wrong. I've included a link to the left of the picture. If you'd like to click that and find it yourself, or you can just Google a prescription enters the pharmacy, click images, and it'll show you that. So I'm going to break this down a little bit to show you what should happen when everything goes right. So the process of filling prescriptions starts with intake. Intake is done with a hard copy, which is a physical script that you bring into the pharmacy, an e-script, which is electronically prescribed by the doctor, a telephone call from your doctor, or a telephone call for a refill from the patient. If it is a new patient, we have to create a profile. That includes your name, date of birth, address, phone number, insurance, and allergies, just some basic information so we can process your prescription. Then we input the prescription into the computer software. We do that by pulling up your name and your date of birth. Once that's in there, we input the drug name or the NDC. Then we have to put in the quantity, the directions of the day supply, match it to the prescription, also the doctor's name, and then once all that is correct, we process the insurance, and then it goes to filling. The filling is done by a technician it is done by a technician. The input is done by a clerk or a technician. So in the filling process, the technician matches the NDC. After they pull the medication, they review the prescription for errors, they fill and label the medication, and then send it to the pharmacist for review. During the pharmacist review, we go through a process called DUR, or drug utilization review. What we are looking for is drug-to-drug interactions, drug-to-disease interactions, allergy information if that pops up, therapeutic duplications if you're taking more than one medication for the same thing. Is it actually necessary? Other concerns include overutilization, underutilization also, dosages, does the dose make sense for what drug it is, and then also law compliance, are you getting too much of the medication that you shouldn't be getting? Once that is done, the prescription is then filed in a bag system, a sack system, depending on which pharmacy you go to, and then once that's sold, the clerk or tech or pharmacist will go and pull that prescription, verify your name and date of birth, match everything together, they'll ring you up, and then you'll be on your merry way. So that whole process does take some time. This is a report from Beringer Ingelheim from 2018 showing the total average wait times of all pharmacies combined. That includes clinics, that includes major chain pharmacies, that includes independents, and they found that the total wait time on average was 11.2 minutes. As you can see, actually 72% of those prescriptions in that total average was actually 72% were filled in less than 10 minutes. The study also shows that independent pharmacies have a shorter wait time compared to your major chain pharmacies, and those wait times are 8.2 minutes versus 11.7 minutes. There is a link below that you can click to see the full satisfaction data report. There's other factors that they report, such as pharmacy satisfaction, how well the patients like going to that particular pharmacy. But I just wanted to show you this so you can see that on average it's about 11 minutes or so, but most prescriptions are filled in less than 10 minutes. So to shorten those wait times, I got some tips and tricks for you. If you can call ahead, that's probably a really good one. Calling ahead prevents you from making unnecessary trips, because if you call ahead and find out that your medication is not ready, then you can probably get an estimated time of when it will be ready. And again, if you call ahead again and they say it is ready, then you're not making a wasted trip. Bringing in a hard copy also speeds up the process, just because when you bring in the hard copy, The information's already there and you are physically there, so you have priority. There are certain days to avoid going to the pharmacy, whether you have a hard copy or not. Mondays are typically the busiest day in the pharmacy. First of the month is also a busy day in the pharmacy, or the day after a holiday, all for various reasons. And sometimes the Mondays and the first fall on the same day, Mondays and the day after a holiday fall on the same day, so definitely avoid those days. The times of day also to avoid, and regardless of what day it is, include lunchtime, just because the pharmacy may not be as fully staffed as usual. 3 o'clock to 5:30, that's the time when kids are getting out of school and people are running errands at that time. Also 5 to 5:30 is when people are getting off of work and then going to pick up their prescription before they head home, so wait times kind of increase there. Also, no matter what time a pharmacy closes, 30 minutes to an hour before that closing time is never a good idea to come, because that's when everybody comes in because they are about to close. So if you want your shortest wait times, that would be your morning times, anywhere between, when the pharmacy opens till about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, somewhere along in there. Those are typically the shorter wait times. Also, Saturday and Sundays are shorter wait times because the doctors are not open, so there's not an influx of prescriptions that are coming in. However, you could have longer wait times on those days because the pharmacy is not as fully staffed on the weekends as it is during the week. Finally, I just wanted to talk to you about what we as pharmacy staff employees want you to know. If you're respectful, we're respectful. We try to be respectful regardless of how the customer is acting or the patient is acting. But if you're respectful, your politeness does go a long way. When the staff are happy, the wait times are shorter. And there are laws and regulations that prevent us from doing certain things that you think we can do, such as loaning on prescriptions that are controlled substances. We just cannot do that. Second, the pharmacy drive-thru is not a fast food drive-thru. As stated previously, the average wait times are a little over 10 minutes. If that was a drive-thru, you'd be very, very mad and upset, and understandable, but unfortunately this is the pharmacy drive-thru, so we do have to have some time to process your prescription, and the more prescriptions you bring in, the longer it does take. So what I would suggest is, if you can, drop off the prescription if it's like a maintenance medication that you still have some left at home, but just drop it off and then tell them you'll pick it up later, and then that'll help your experience and our experience. And finally, the pharmacy cannot control what your doctor insurance does. Us as a pharmacy want to fill your prescriptions. That's how we stay in business, is by filling prescriptions. Sometimes we have to wait for the doctor to send their refill request so we can fill it. If there are no active refills on the prescription, legally we are not able to fill that prescription. Also, insurance places restrictions on days supply. They also include prior authorizations. They limit a lot of things of what we can do, and we just have to play their game, unfortunately. But those are just some things I wanted you to be aware of, so next time you go to your pharmacy, you can have a better experience. Thank you for watching this video. I know that was a lot to go through. This was a longer video, so I tried to shorten it up as much as I could. But if you liked it, please subscribe, please comment, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask those. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.